Hi, as some of you may know, over the last few months I have gone through hell sorting out my ping and packet loss issues. I have learned a lot along the way and want to share what I have learned with you all, in the hope that it may help you if you are facing issues with your ping or packet loss. First, you will need a PC. It don't need to be a gaming PC. It just needs Ethernet and a Wi-Fi card. You now need to download Fing on your PC, link in the description. Now the first thing we are going to look at is packet loss. First thing that can affect packet loss is bandwidth. If you have too many devices in the house, then this can cause packets to get lost while gaming. Also, interference from other Wi-Fi signals in the area. So make sure your router channel is set to automatic and you are paying for enough bandwidth. Next, we are going to do some tests. You need to make sure your PC is connected via Ethernet. Then open Fing and go to Tools and click Ping. You are now going to ping one of the Hyperdash server IP addresses on screen. Pause the video if needed. Once done, look at the packet loss. If it is 0%, good. If not, this can be a faulty wire, faulty router, or there could be an issue with connection between you and your ISP. This stands for Internet Service Provider. Check your ISP's website for any local outages. If none, then it is most probably an issue with your Ethernet cable or router, or both. Check your cable for any kinks or breaks. If all good, then it is probably the router. Before you go and buy a new router though, we now need to do the same test, but this time connected to the Wi-Fi instead. If you get no packet loss, good. If you do and there is no issues in your area, then it is probably still an issue with the router. And I would advise getting a new one. You can see a picture of the one I have on screen and a link in the description below, but this one is quite high in price as it is high-end. Next, we will look at ping. First, you need to understand is what ping actually is. Ping is the latency from you to the game server. The longer it takes, the higher the ping. So without moving home or country, what can you do? First, connect your PC up to the Ethernet cable, then go to Fing. Select Trace Route in Tools, then TYP in one of the Hyperdash server IP addresses on screen. And click Start. Pause the video if you need to. Once done, you will see how many hops at the top of the screen. Hops are the amount of stops between you and the server. The more hops, the higher the ping. So we want to reduce these. One way is to use a VPN. This can reduce the amount of hops, but you want to select a VPN server close to you in your country. VPNs can be expensive or throttle your internet speed. So if you don't have a good VPN, then instead I have for you a free and possibly better alternative. A DNS server. This stands for Domain Name System. Every ISP has a default DNS, but they are not always very good and can be slow. But the people who host the servers for Hyperdash has their own free DNS server called 1.1.1.1, and unlike other ones, you can switch it on and off like a VPN. Link in the description. Onek, you have downloaded it. Make sure Warp is on in the settings and turn it on. Now go back to Fing and run a trace route test. There sold be less stops. Then go to Ping and ping one of the Hyperdash server IP addresses on file. The pings sold be lower. If you don't use PCVR, you can change your router DNS server to 1.1.1.1, and this will make all devices in the house use that DNS server. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, ask in the comments below, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.